This is a new episode of our COVID-19 Common Sense series, and here on camera we have my daughter Sophie, and we're starting off this broadcast with her. The narrator, MC, etc. This is Dr. A.Alan Rao, pilot higher and deeper, PhD Rao, also known as Thomas Pain in the Butt of the New American Revolution. So, Sophie, we're here to interview you about pill bugs, also known as sow bugs, also known as wood lice. Now, would you like us to show us what you have here? What do you have?
It's Bitsy, my pet.
Bitsy, can you show us? Let me zoom in a little bit on Bitsy. Okay, there. Wait. Take your hand away just a little bit. Okay. Oh, there. Let's see. I can barely see Bitsy. Let me see. Move your hand. Oh, there we go. There's Bitsy. Let me go out a little bit. There's Bitsy. Okay, that's the Bitsy. We call her, or we're not sure if it's him or her, but we're calling her Bitsy. That's the smallest sow bug we call them roly-polies too, that Sophie collected or right before the snow came. And so Sophie, you went out, you found Bitsy, and who else did you find?
Moonlight, he's in there on the apple.
What's the other one's name?
Moonlight.
Moonlight. Is Moonlight visible there?
Yes.
Let's see. Okay.
You just have to look in the container.
See. Oh, there. Wait. Don't move it. There's Moonlight. You can see Moonlight.
He's not dead.
No. He's just eating.
Resting or eating.
Resting or eating, or both. Eating an apple core here, I guess.
And
okay.
The black stuff are his poop and her poop.
Oh, okay. All right. Black stuff is the poop on the apple there, and Sophie converted her older fish tank into a little terrarium there. And since we didn't have any dirt readily available, she used paper. She did some research and found out that's great habitat.
Dirt.
Don't have to use dirt. Okay. So now what? So Sophie's done a lot of research on this, and of course, this is one thing that we started. Here, let me go back so I can see you a little bit better, Sophie. This is one thing that we started after we had sequestered ourselves due to the COVID-19 virus, and before it started snowing. So Sophie went out, found Bitsy and Bitsy and Moonlight, and started raising them. And then Sophie, you for some reason you started doing research about whether you could eat them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was because you want to face the camera, sweetie, for the interview here, or because we can't. We'll just watch what you're doing here, I guess. Okay. Anyhow, what we found out was that actually wood lice, otherwise a.k.a. sow bugs, are what do you have here? Who do you have with you right now?
Moonlight.
Moonlight's there. Okay, Moonlight is there. So anyhow, we found out that Moonlight and Bitsy, along with all sow bugs, are crustaceans, and that therefore they are related to lobster and crawdads, right? And
yeah.
Did they say shrimp too?
Yes.
Shrimp too. Okay.
They taste a lot like shrimp, it said.
Yeah, we haven't tasted them yet, but so our plan is that when the snow stops and melts, we're going to go out and collect a few more, and just so we can be ready to survive on sow bugs, right?
Yes.
Because
and maybe they can breed just to get more.
So we'll start our own sow bug farm, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Like we can have 2 containers or something.
Oh yeah, because we have another spare aquarium. Sorry for the mess on the table here, but it's kind of accumulated. But anyhow, yeah, we have another aquarium that or fish tank that we can convert into terrarium, and so we will start farming. Do you think we can sell them, Sophie?
Probably not.
Why not?
Because it's pretty easy to find them.
Well, but most people are not going to know how to go out and find them. Besides, most people want to go buy their groceries somewhere. So maybe we could. Can you tell me what kind of nutritional value they have, Sophie?
Well, they're very good for protein. They're on high protein.
High protein, okay.
They taste a lot like shrimp.
Mm-hmm. Now, have you tried any or not?
No,
you just read that, okay. So yeah, so I guess I'll switch over here. I don't know how to switch this. So you can be looking at me. Maybe you don't want to look at me. I guess we'll keep on looking at Sophie. So anyhow, so Miss Sophie, let's see. We started talking about this because at some point we realized that we might not be able to get all the food that we want at the grocery store. So we are looking at alternatives, and I explained to Sophie that in France, people go out and they collect, get snails, and then they know how to prepare the snails and eat the snails and enjoy eating the snails. But Sophie was wondering about slugs, right, Sophie?
Yeah, but you can't eat them because their head. If you eat their head raw, or if you even eat it cooked, you can get sick. I forgot what it was called, but it's kind of like this sickness that you can get.
Okay. Well, there we go. So I guess that kind of concludes this episode of COVID-19 Common Sense. If you're looking for, don't go away because Sophie, I need to terminate the interview here. And then, so anyhow, if you need cell bugs, Sophie, who should they contact, you or me? You. Okay. All right. So I'll make sure Sophie has her email address. It would be Sophie, Sophie at rowes.net. And my son, her big brother, will set that email address up. So you just email sophie at rowes.net. If you have questions about starting your own wood lice farm, they're also known as wood lice. A nicer name is pill bug. But if you want to start your own roly-poly farm and start figuring out how to live on roly-polies, Sophie, you think we can come up with some recipes?
Yeah.
Did you come up with any recipes yet in your research?
You can add it to chicken noodle soup, I guess. It
So
says you can add it to different types of soup.
Oh, you can add them to different types of soup. Okay, all right. Well, I guess we're signing off here from our broadcast central at COVID-19 Common Sense Central in beautiful Superior, Colorado. Wow, I guess that's it. Sophie, you got any parting words for your audience? No?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to us. And there will be a follow-up edition here on the backstory of Sophie and her roly-polies, as well as a few other survival techniques for facing what's coming up at us in the future days with COVID-19. All right. Signing off and goodbye.